disturbing, and I want you all to have a good night's sleep. Because it can really, make you really, really concerned. For real. So, I don't know about it, but it would, all of those stories, particularly the human attacker stories, if you watch I Survived, Pluto, I Survived, the stories of what happens to these people, there was some Plutonian, energy where Pluto was there haunting everything, that it had a dark shadow on all of those experiences. So, we'll get there. But that's basically all I can think of for now. Now the next thing that I want to talk about, I know this is taking long, but I want to talk about Dragon Rider. You've all hopefully read Chapter 2 of Dragon Rider. You should have 2 of those chapters read. Remember that the first one was on Monday. The second, so the first one was due, I hate to say that word. The first one was on Sunday. The next one was just yesterday on Monday. Chapter 3 is today. So I want you to keep up with that. Now, I think that maybe when you read chapter 3, you'll understand what's going on, why they're, going to do, where they're going to go, what it's all about. So, that's all that I have for that. The next thing is, season 6 and 7 is Abby in LA, and the ALDC in Los Angeles. Let's see. I can't really think of anything more that I want to talk about to you all. Oh, also, I just want you to meet somebody that would make a very fair resemblance to Zach Callison. This is, and I'll write out the name. This is his name. His name is, first name would be anyone who I find embarrassing, private in my real life. Some of them I will, for the negative appellations, put in backwards. So, the name would be, let's see, this marker. Thank you for reminding me, everybody. I'm just going to, this one should be good. I feel like I'm running out of markers here. So the name is pronounced Wellet Edger. That is the name of this person. Wellet Edger. Now, in the chart, out of the chart, I have all, 9 signs out of the zodiac. I don't have Leo, Scorpio, or Capricorn. However, for certain individuals, not all of them, For Zach Callison, this is gonna seem a little, mean or whatever, but I have, because I have approved and I have, known you for a very, very long time and spent a lot of, had a lot of great memories, done things with, had conversations with this and that with, I have not only accepted but really appreciated being born on October 23rd as a Scorpio. Now, there is a backstory to it that I don't think that would be, I'll share it. So, I had made arrangements for you to be a student teacher, if you can remember, for her. And remember we had a conversation about it. I did not push you, but I did give a lot of good, persuasion, and I, did, inspire you to. And I had no idea that you were interested in history as much. And, you, had a minor in college, you said, and you had the skills for it. And then she had other plans, and she did not tell me what she was doing. It was an idea, and I thought that it was a, thing that we agreed with, something that we talked together about, that it would be a promise. And then she did something that I know that in your experience, a lot of, you don't, I feel like I'm copying your words and your expressions when I'm saying it, but she decided to go behind my back and get somebody else, which I did not appreciate. That kind of going behind my back, that is just wrong, and that is disrespectful. Nobody deserves that. I was very, very hurt by it, and very disappointed and angry by it, that, you took over, but, I, observed, I was open, and I observed how you taught the class, and I do have to say that you were doing a very, very good job, very great addition, but I did say that ultimately, in the end, if you're thinking about Kathy Stein and her guest choreographer, remember that I compared you and her to that. She has final decisions on things. Remember that Susan makes the turkey and the stuffing at the, at the Thanksgiving feast, and you can do all the, other, you can do the cranberry sauce, this and that. So that's kind of the analogy that I used. Now, when is your birthday? Okay. Well, that's very, very coincidental, because there is a slight resemblance. But your birthday and your birthday are very, very similar. Now, one thing I'll recommend is Jeff Henshaw. That's another, very, very big resemblance. There is a curse word at the beginning, but overall, I think that the podcasts are very, very well done. They're astrology podcasts, and he was the author of Aries, the book of Aries, so I would watch those. But we did not start off on the right foot, and now I think I believe that all signs are good. That there isn't one bad sign, that all signs are intertwined between each other, and all signs are good. Even Scorpio, all the signs. And since it's Libra season, however, for two reasons, I don't like the sign of Scorpio, only because I have heard and read bad things about it, although I'm fascinated by it because it's most, complex sign, most misunderstood sign. And I don't have it in my natal chart. I do have its sign opposite. So if you were to ask me a question, if I had to, let's say, I don't know, if I had to, be in a relationship with either Taurus or Scorpio, if I were to be stranded on a desert island or in Antarctica with a certain sign, and if I had a choice between Taurus and Scorpio, remember, in every Taurus there was a Scorpio, every Scorpio there is a Taurus, but if I had to choose, well, I think, based off of either Taurus or Scorpio, I think that a majority of not only this dimension, but the, population of America would choose Taurus. If you think about born in springtime and what's going on, an uplifting time of year, things are getting warmer and, the sun coming out and the flowers coming out. And if we think about Taurus ruled by Venus, which is very, very essential and obviously simple pleasures, finer things in life, materialistic, reliable, very, very grounded sign. I would, if I had to choose, definitely Taurus. There was absolutely no question about it. No question about it. So, correction that you, as of now, and as of how I know you, you are a Taurus, and your birthday is not October 28th, but it is April 28th. That was the same day that Alice Waters, who, as we all know, started the, wholesome, fresh, naturally grown foods, which is very, very fitting for Taurus, because, it's the yum factor that Bruce Silverman, talks about. And it's true. Inside every Taurus is a Scorpio. Inside every, Scorpio is a Taurus. Now, I do have to say that, Taurus is ruled by Venus, a lot of affection, beauty, all those things. Very calming energy. And Venus is the planet of friendship, the planet of love. And Taurus can be, I think that Aries can be more, pushy in a, pushy kind of way. Taurus is, it's not, I wouldn't say that it would be a pushy sign, but I would say pushy in a very, it's not tough love, obviously, but it is very, Venetian, if you think about it, pushy in a Venetian sort of way. And it's, I kind of already talked about Taurus, and, we do a lot more for Taurus. I put a lot more time and energy and effort into, what I do for Taurus season. We did a show and tell project, we did, Clubus, all these types of things for Taurus season. For Scorpio season, we might do, little out of interest, but I do not have it in my natal chart. And I favor Taurus over Scorpio, naturally, like a huge percentage would. And because it started off on the wrong foot, I was kind of hoping that would not be your sun sign. It was, so it will not be. So it will, as of you and me, your birthday is in the springtime, in April. And your sun is in Taurus. So you're a Taurus, basically. So, conversation closed. No. It's different for Zach. It's really, really different for him. Because he's perfectly fine. Now, anyway, that's all I want to talk to you about for that. Now, the next thing is, actually, we're going to be getting into the poem a little bit later. So, now is an opportunity for all of you to leave the room. And also I want to tell you that April 28th is the same day, not only that you were born, but Bob Ross, I believe it was either April 28th or 29th. If you look up on Google, if it says October, sometimes Google is wrong. If you look up Deborah Silverman's birthday, it says February 6th. She wasn't born on February 6th. She was born on May the 24th. So, that hints. So, it was likely, if you think about Bob Ross, quiet, calm, loving the arts, loving, anything, related to the senses, all those types of Taurian things, art. I'm sure that you, would love kind of same things. As a Taurus, Bob Ross is a Taurus sun. Sometimes Google's wrong, and that's how you can know that Google is wrong. So, your birthday is not for a very, very long time. It was last April. So I just want to make that clear for you at the beginning. Because in my opinion, I believe all signs are equal, but I do think Taurus is the good sign, Scorpio is the bad sign. Taurus is better than Scorpio. I like it better. So I kind of have multiple, differing beliefs on that, shall we say. Now, that's all I want to talk about. Any questions or any last commentary on that? Yes. Well, I can agree with that. And I think that, something that adds to it is that you were born on the cusp. So you do have, some Libran influence. Because, you just at the very, very start of the season, there's still some Libra, energy left back in the sky, which I have in my moon sign, opposite for my sun sign, ruled by Venus. So, well, I could say a million things about that. So, that is kind of the thing that, saves you in a way. But no. Any Scorpio who starts off on a bad and wrong foot with me will not be and is not a Scorpio. If you were to say your birthday is November 8th, your birthday is May 8th. If you were to say in your case October 28th, April 28th, does that make sense to everybody? So that is how it is going to be. So, not a Scorpio, and as I already said. So, anyway, all of you can leave. And then we'll come back a little bit later.